None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone. None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone. Oh. Beats to recall the song of every good friend who has come along and every good lover who has done you wrong. I know I'll give you 4 days to return to bliss. I bet you never thought it would come to this. Your mama never told you you would have to miss them all. No, you'd have to miss them all. Winter feels longer every single year. The song of those birds that you long to hear, it's never gonna come till you shed some tears. Leave some. Every cycle, every breath, every life is bound for death. Every challenge is not a test. Find freedom. Whoa, whoa, freedom. None of us is alone. None of us is alone. None of us is alone. None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone. One of us is going through a separate kind of a life that would never do. Every single soul is connected to the rest. Reach your hands out to the side. Feel your heart beat, remember you're alive. All of us breathing under one big sky, so blessed. Oh, oh, so blessed. When you're down or feeling free, we're here for you, you're here for me. Let it all go, bow and receive assistance. I want everyone to be here and I wonder why. It's a big old planet but it's not so wide. Bodies far apart but souls unstrung by distance. Oh, souls unstrung by distance. None of us is alone. None of us is alone. None of us is alone. None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone.
When I was 8 years old, my grandmother died, but I can still hear her voice telling me, "You never know how hard life has been for someone, so always be kind to them." Like this, my grandmother lives with me, and like this, I'm never alone. The 1,000 faces of people I have known imprinted into my being like stars into the night sky. I hear a banjo and my brother's beside me singing. A science fiction book puts me into my boyhood best friend's bedroom. A red apron reminds me of the first time my heart was broken. I was 20 years old and the pain was real. I sat beside a lake and cried, but I wasn't alone because that's part of being alive. See, love feels the same to you as it does to me, and pain feels the same to me as it does to you. It's what connects us as human beings. So on a cold night, there's a man on a street corner who life's been hard to. My grandmother's kindness comes to me, and with my hands, she buys him a hot cup of coffee. For a cold night on a city street with the stars shining somewhere brightly above us. sacred remembrance that even though life can sometimes be hard, none of us is alone.
None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone. None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone. None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone. None of us is alone, none of us is alone, none of us is alone.